Hello everybody, welcome to a new video for me, SoulSave. This is the second video out of 4 that I will do about the year 2025. I explained why I wanted to do it like this this year. So I highly, if you felt drawn to group number 1, I highly encourage you to watch that video. But either way, I decided not to do a video on each and every zodiac signs. I've divided into into 4 different readings based on the 4 elements that each and every zodiac sign are divided into. So, with that said, welcome to group number 2. If you felt drawn to this is to this reading. This is a message for you for the 2024. So yeah, as always, if you feel encouraged to watch any other readings, I highly encourage you to do that, of course. Now, let's rock and roll. First of all, before I started recording this video, I wanted to turn on my TV because I wanted to have some calming background music when I was preparing this reading for you. And I had to turn my TV on and off 3 times because there was something about didn't want to enter into the main menu. I don't know what happened, so maybe there is some technical difficulty that you will expect yeah, throughout this year. So be a little bit aware of maybe there is something about your email that will be hacked. I don't know. I don't want to concern you, of course, but maybe there is something about your email getting hacked. Be, of course, very careful with sharing your account number and giving out any private information about yourself maybe this year. Yeah. So with that said, yeah. So it took a little time. That is also one thing. It took a little time before the energy for this card came out. So maybe there is something that you are working on throughout this year that I don't think you maybe will see the result of it until maybe the end of 2025. So yeah, that's what the last thing I wanted to say about that. Now let's look at your runes. You have 2 runes talking about victory. That is absolutely amazing. You have Tiwaz, that is of course victory, and we have Sowilo, that is talking about, of course, victory, but also about some guidance. And we have Awaz, and that rune also came out in the reading for group number 1. So maybe there is something about the relationship for the collective. I haven't done the 2 last readings, group 3 and 4 yet, so I will see how this will turn out. But group 1 and group 2, there is something about relationship that you need to focus on throughout this this year. So with that said, look at your oracle card. The first says dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth. Yeah, because the Sowilo is also like you have been struck by lightning. So something is hitting you throughout this year. Some truth is being revealed for you throughout this year. Interesting energy. We'll look at how this will turn out? Maybe there is some truth about the relationship. Okay, let's look at the other card. One step at a time. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I suddenly heard one small step for one small step for mankind. No, for a man, a giant step for the mankind or something. It was the first thing that Armstrong said when he put his foot on the moon for the first time. So maybe there is something. I will read the rest. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task, present moment and the current task. Thus I regain my ease of living. So maybe there is something that you are doing for the first time. It's a giant step in your progress, but maybe it's a small step for you, but it's a giant step in the all over progress. Excuse me. So if there is something about your healing progress, maybe there is something dwelling in truth. Maybe there is something about your health. Maybe there is something about your health that will be revealed throughout this year. Okay. But being in the present and taking small steps at a time. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the tarot card. We start with the Four of Pentacles with the Miser. This is a card that is talking about you holding too tight on things that maybe you should share or you are afraid to lose. There is something maybe that you are afraid to lose, that you are holding too tight of, maybe you are afraid of change. This looks like this has made you sick. Look at the color of this woman's face, because she's holding too tight on all this wealth. She's afraid of losing all this wealth, and that has made her sick. So maybe there is something about the relationship that you have been holding on, and then maybe it's time now to release this relationship. And this could be a relationship to anything. That doesn't necessarily mean a partner. It could be a relationship to your work. It could be a relationship that you have with your parents, a relationship that you have with your siblings, your children, whatever. It could also be a relationship you have with food. So whatever it is, this that you are holding so tight to, it's time to face the facts that this is making you sick. And in 2025, this is what you are being revealed, this truth for you, and you are now taking step by step. It's a small step for you out of this situation, but a giant step in overall for your life. Okay, let's look at the rest. So can I get 3 cards for group 2 for 2025? So I usually don't read reversals, but if they come out in the reverse, I take it as a sign that the meaning is it's going yeah. So we have 4 cards at the end here. 2 cards came out together. So we end up with the 5 of Swords with comparison. And this analogy is very, very beautiful, because here you can see a bamboo tree, and here you can see another, maybe a pine tree or something. You know that bamboos are very bendable. They are flexible. They can bend and mend, you can use it to anything. But maybe the pine tree is a solid tree. It doesn't. It's not very bendable, flexible. It can eat. That's why the stem is so thick and hard, because it needs to in the environment that it is growing. And it doesn't need to be bendable or flexible, because, yeah. So this is about comparison. You can't be a bamboo and wish you were a pine tree, and vice versa, right? Accept who you are. Accept who you are. Maybe that's why maybe you feel a little bit left out. Maybe if this is talking about relationship to your family, maybe you have been the black sheep of the family, or maybe you just feel different. I don't know. But the comparison is making you sick, and that is what you're realizing this year. Now let's look. Okay, so we start with the Empress in the reverse. Yes. This is talking about not taking good care of yourself. Maybe because the Empress is like Mother Nature. She's giving, she's caring, she is thoughtful for her family. Yeah, and she is, of course, the creator, the giver. And when she's in the reverse, that is, of course, the opposite meaning. She doesn't take good care of herself. She doesn't see her own value. Maybe she's drained because she has given so much to people that doesn't appreciate her. Yeah. Let's look at the other cards. So we have the Magician. Something about realizing that maybe it's better to be alone than to give to others. I don't know. And the 2 last cards are, this is the Hierophant, and we have the King of Pentacles. Beautiful, abundance and nothingness. From nothing, everything is created. Your abundance is created by nothingness. But when you take one step at a time, because the King of Pentacles is also a slow energy, you know. All the Pentacles are slow energy. So, to sum up your reading, group 2, you will conquer this, because you have 2 runes talking about victory here. The Suwila and the Tiwos. Whatever this is a kind of relationship, this could also be a relationship you have with yourself. But it's time now to not compare yourself to others. How other behave. If it looks like another person has an easy life, I can tell you that everything can look easy on the outside. But when you get to know them, you understand that they have a lot of challenges. So each and every one of us has challenges. So when you're comparing yourself to others, you're making yourself sick, and that is what with the Empress in the reverse. It's time now to stand in the light of truth. Stand in the light of truth with the Magician here. Look at how you are on this leaf, feeling a little bit alone in the universe, wishing upon a star that things maybe will be different, and it will be, but you have to take it step by step, you know, by nothingness. This means that everything was created from nothing. So by taking one step at a time and releasing whatever is making you sick, releasing the comparison, releasing the thought that you know, each and every story has a special ending to it, you know. So you can compare yourself with your neighbor, even if you have the same, let's say, if you are realistic, for example, if you have cancer, this is just an example, and your neighbor has maybe the same diagnosis. I don't know how usually that is, but this is only an example. So if your neighbor has the same diagnosis and maybe same prognosis as you, maybe this neighbor it looks like he's getting better in a faster pace than yourself. Maybe it doesn't look like he's affected on the medication at all, and you are feeling very, very sick. This is just an example of comparison. So, but I guess I can reassure you that this neighbor has his own other challenges that he is not telling you. So, be in the present moment. Focus on the current task, getting well. That is your primary task, getting well. If this is talking about a relationship, I would highly encourage you to get out of this relationship that is making you sick, of course. When you're starting to realize that from nothing everything is created, it's just the planting of the seed, planting of the thought in your own mind that you can do this. That will lead you to this abundance, this richness, this, I don't know, a little bit utopia. But yeah, we all want to maybe live in a little utopia world. Okay, I wish you all the best for the year ahead. Thank you so much for watching this, unfortunately a little long video, but yeah, bye for now.